Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. Getting the nod in this one, Ryan Wu.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Hard hit, right side. Edmonds slings to first. One up, one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, DJ LeMahieu.
Well, he's got an 11-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I mean, that means he's hitting lefties, righties, submariners, starters, relievers, you name it. He's very comfortable in the box, and that's such a great place to be as a hitter. Makes you excited to come to the ballpark every day.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Right now he's 9th in the AL in home runs. Swings through that one. 0-1. Judge with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Way high.
Full count.
Judge rips that one. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Gets under it and pops it up. Bay. And that is that. One left for the. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Clark Schmidt. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
And now it's going to be Stephen Kwan. Fought off foul.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1 to first, not in time, and a run scores.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. Right now, 3rd in the American League in RBIs. Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
1st and 2nd, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge is there. Puts it away for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. 1 run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 2nd, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Right. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Lifted in the air, out to left. Puts it away for the out. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. There's the strike. Grisham, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2015. And it's even up.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
There's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now here is Austin Wells. Foul ball there. Chopped to third. Throws across the diamond, and that is the third out of the inning. In order, go the Yankees. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Ji-Hwan Bae. The shortstop takes a ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Right through there for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Grisham is there, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Haesung Kim.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
On the ground to the left. Over to first. That's out number 3. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And a foul ball. And ball 1 to LeMahieu. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Anthony Volpe in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Fastball for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Tommy Edman at the plate. Schmidt back to work. Outside low, and that's ball 1. And the righty deals.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2-1.
Settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. One down. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball popped up. LeMahieu brings it in. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Line drive. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And Belly goes down on strikes.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze him.
And a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Chisholm stands in now and watches strike 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. A's leading by a run. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And there's a ball. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. And that misses. And it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And they take the lead. It's 3-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. In the air to left down the line. Kwan heads after it. Snags it for the second out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run, not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
LeMahieu batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And a strike in there.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Wells leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
2-2.
This one in the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Whips it across. They limit the damage here. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is A's baseball. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Seiya Suzuki. Hard hit left side. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Judge hauls it in, 2 away. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Wu winds and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just off the inside edge.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the Yankee order, Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Dominguez in his second season, 22 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That's a little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
1-2 is the count.
On the ground, right side, Edman. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And now 1-2.
1-2.
That one missed.
2-2.
Just missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ground ball right side, sneaks through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Aaron Judge at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Up the middle. They take the force out, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ripped on the ground to second. LeMahieu gets it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Here's Castanheira. Fly to center his first time. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Hit in the air out to center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch. 2 down. Now it's the DH, Haesung Kim. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That's down and in. And there's a ball.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's down and away. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Tommy Edman up next for the A's. 1 for 2. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Grisham drop step going back. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. The A's strand 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. All set for the top of the 6th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Check swing, called strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Outside with a breaking ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And next for New York, Ben Rice. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there are 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Grisham stands in now, looks at that one inside.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. This one high in the air to left center. Kwan makes the catch, and that is that. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Leading off, Shea Langoliers. Schmidt back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, these A's, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
Fernando Cruz is forced to the mound after the injury.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
1-2 now. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Not close with that one. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Luke Weaver preparing to come on if needed. Leiter also getting ready. Ripped to right. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's one away. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Tim Hill into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
That one drilled left field. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-2.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Next up for the A's, Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike.
One.
Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid.
Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Austin Wells. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that misses.
That's a ball.
1-1. That one to first. Kira. He takes it on his own. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. That one lifted to left. Kwan. And there's 2 away. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And that drops in for a strike. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Yanks held in check, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Luke Weaver.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now the A's designated hitter, Haesung Kim. He's been a great free agent sign. And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to center. Grisham trying to get there. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. 1 for 3. Swung on, belted. Judge going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. New inning. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Dane Dunning.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out. 1 down, here comes Cody Bellinger. First offering, and it just misses. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. It's Aaron Judge now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That missed.
Just missed. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first. Judge out on the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. That one down the line. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So up next, Stephen Kwan. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Outside low, ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams getting loose out there. Leiter warming up as well. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 2 away now. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. High fly ball out to left field. And the inning is over. And we're back. Yuki Matsui gets the ball now. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
Headed down the line. And a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Kim makes the grab, 1 down. So digging in, Ben Rice. He's already homered in this game. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-2.
That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
1 out, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. A little bit low. And the count even 1-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Man at first, and here's the catcher, Austin. Runner takes off. Fouled off left side. Grisham, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Foul ball still 0-2. And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
1-1.
In the dirt. The pitch to LeMahieu. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the 9th. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's a high chopper. Rice takes it himself. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Kim at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Rice makes the grab, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the shortstop, Ji-Hwan Bae. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Keston here up to hit. Now, pinch hitter coming on, Masataka Yoshida. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. They're down to their final strike.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take game 1 of the series on the road.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Sends it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
And a slider misses down and away.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next pitch just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Bellinger over at second, 1 down. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stanton went deep in his most recent game. Popped up. Kim. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting this one, Will Warren. And Singy, it's not hard to see he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers. ERA in the low 1s. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Now it's going to be Ha-Sung Kim. Swings here and blasts one left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. To third, tag, got him. And now Jung-Hoo Lee, 4th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. Tap foul at the plate. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Slapped foul. Man at second. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger makes the catch. That is the inning. The A's strand one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. First pitch misses. Kikuchi, in his 7th season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
That's to third. Kim zips it across. And quickly one away in the second. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Right through there for a strike. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Austin Wells. And ball 1. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 2 outs, base is empty. Stays alive. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here comes Tommy Edman. Warren back to work. And that's fouled off. And a ground ball to first. A flip to the pitcher covering. And a quick out, number 1.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
The other way. Sliding try. It gets down. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Volpe snags it. Out number 2.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. The run comes across, and the A's score first. It's 1-0. Throw is high and over his head.
Always always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first.
Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, inning over, and it could have been worse. A's get one on the RBI double. It's on to the third inning. Now here is Trent Grisham. Pulls that one foul. Kikuchi ready to fire now. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Just misses with that one.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the lineup flips over. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
In the air, right side. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that pop hand to work on time.
This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. No outs, runner on second. Hammered down the line, could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. His first at bat was a strikeout. In the air, out towards left center. Stanton makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 0 for 1 so far. To the right side. Goldie steps on the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. A's get 1 on the RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. On to the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Cody Bellinger. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. This one popped up. Kim makes the catch for the out. Here is Aaron Judge. Struck out swinging his first time. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike 1. Popped foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1, 2, 3. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
That one ripped, but foul. Langoliers gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the dirt.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Castanheira. On the ground. Over to Goldie.
Out.
And that is the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1.
Yep.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to third. Slings to first.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here's a 2-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Grisham in the box now. No balls and a strike. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and that is that. He continues to roll on the mound. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. Warren back to work. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball one. Kim, 26 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. There's a swing and a drive. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And a base hit up the middle. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here's the run comes in, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. New pitcher on here, Scott Efros.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Suzuki at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Fought off foul. On the ground to third. Slings to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Tommy Edman at the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times. And there's a foul ball. The A's looking to add another. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first, and they get Edman for the out. 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Athletics 4 and the Yankees. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out. The latest news from around the league. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
1 out, base is empty. In the air, center field. Lee under it. 2 down. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2. That one at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one back. Going, gone. He'll circle the bases. 3rd home run of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 4-1. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
The 1-0. Foul ball there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That's to 3rd. Tosses to 1st. And they take care of Stanton for the out. And the inning is over. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. Bottom of the 6th inning at the plate. Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me.
No
He was
ball,
trying to go
2
deep right
strikes.
there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
0-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And that one pulled foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and that's just foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
Hit hard, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Next pitch downstairs, and the count now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering in there for a strike, and a count 2-1. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Now here is Ha-Sung Kim. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Kwan at second with 2 down. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner takes off. Hit in the air, right field. Judge. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 6 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Riley O'Brien.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Well struck, right field, going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Chisholm batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Just missed. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. The Athletics leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Next
Ball
pitch
3.
is outside.
Full count.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. Outside, ball 4.
Take your base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Wells up for the 3rd time
ball,
here.
no
Watches
strike.
that one miss. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Now here's Trent Grisham. And the first offering is not close. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that one hammered. That's back there. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. 0 for 2 in this one. That one outside. 1-0. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Jazz, and he scores. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. The Yankees looking to rally. Just missed. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Sends it across to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. They limit the damage. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Fernando Cruz.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Lee, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Suzuki at the plate now as he chases after that one.
One strike.
That's not even close to the zone.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
On a line out towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And that's the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder Cody Bellinger.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brooks Raley.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
On the ground. And foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. On to first.
He's out.
And Bellinger is out. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 3. Check swing, called strike. Raley, 36 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Lee makes the grab, and that's the inning. Luke Weaver gets the call from the pen.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
And first offering is fouled off. Weaver, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch. And for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Popped up. Volpe hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Keston Hiura. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards left center. Bellinger sizes this one up. And that is that. We go to the 9th. And Shintaro Fujinami taking over on the mound.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike. The Yanks down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.